everyone, it's Ashley and today I'm showing you guys how I install my closure wig. If you haven't seen my closure wig tutorial, stop what you're doing. It's only like 17 minutes. Click in either corner. It's either this corner or it's that corner, but it's a corner at the top. You'll see it, you can't miss it. The eyes, there's an eye in the corner. Click that and it'll take you straight to my closure wig tutorial. Watch that first and then come back because I'm gonna show you how I applied the wig that I made without any glue, without any gel, without any tape. You heard me right, y'all. This isn't one of those glueless tutorials with Got2B glued gel in the black or the yellow bottle. When I say glueless, this is glueless. Let's go ahead and hop into the closure wig installation video, but don't blink. Do not blink when you're watching this because it's gonna go by so fast, you'll blink and you'll miss it, I promise. But I'll just see y'all. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. I have the easy part done. This is the first step. I have on a wig cap. I don't know what the back of this wig cap looks like. I'm gonna tell you that now. So let me turn around, show you guys the back of my wig cap. And then I have on a wig grip. I believe that's what it's called, and I'll link it down below. You can get it off Amazon. I personally found it at my local beauty supply store, which I was just like, wow. The beauty supply stores are really coming up. I'm gonna take my handy dandy wig. Now I will say, this is a closure wig. This is the closure wig that I constructed myself. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go and click in the card section up above and I'll show you exactly how I made my closure wig, how I constructed it. I just used a mesh wig cap. The tip to getting a really good closure wig, I can only speak for closure wigs. Once I learn how to make frontal wigs, it's over. But for now, closure wigs. The tips to getting a really good closure wig is, for me personally, I found using the mesh wig cap is my favorite instead of the traditional dome cap. And then I've also found that when you use a wig form or like a wig head that is the exact size of your head, you get such a better fit. So let's put the wig on. Girl, I don't have a tutorial for how to put the wig on, and it's not gonna be perfect because I'm trying to put it on while I'm sitting down, which I don't ever do. But you basically just like look down into your wig like you're gonna fall into it and you put it on your head. That's it. That's it. That's all. Okay, so the wig is on. I'm gonna kind of pick it up, pull it forward. I'm gonna be looking off to the side in my mirror just to see if I can get it centered on camera, but I may have to step away and like go look in my bathroom to see if I really got it or not. It's not really centered to me, so I'll be like right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm gonna do is take my lace. As you can see, this is my lace. I'm gonna pull it forward a little bit just to see where I want to place my wig. And sorry y'all, I cannot look out in the viewfinder and do this. I have to look down at my mirror and my monitor because, girl. I might pull it a little bit forward, a little bit more forward, but for now, we're just gonna pull the muffin back blue. Shake up the Got2B glued freeze spray. I have very little of this left, you guys. I use the heck out of this spray, and I'm just gonna spray my forehead. I know that was very messy, but like, you get the gist. And I just use my fingers to rub this in, and I have paper towels to the side of me. If I ever like use too much, I can just pat the excess off, but you want to get it from like one side of the closure to the other side and then in the center. You don't have to be precise or anything, just spray it on. Now you don't have to wait for this to dry if you don't want to. It is going to get like a little tacky, but you don't have to wait. If they go in that gate one more time, I'm going to feel like it's intentional. Okay, so what we're gonna do, now that we've pulled the closure forward and like put it on that actual Got2B spray. We're just going to use the little baby hair comb and brush duo, and we're going to like place the baby hairs where we would like them. I use the brush side to press my lace down. And then I'm just gonna comb my hair out. But y'all, that's it. That's it, my wig is on. I'm gonna dip into my face powder. This is the MAC Dark Golden powder. And I don't want this to look, you know, artificial or anything, but I'm just gonna go into like my part area. My hairstylist Japan taught me just going in that area and making it look more like a part. That's all. That's it. That's all. Not doing too much. So I'm just combing my hair on either side. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you this. Since I've shown my secret way of applying my closure wigs, this is not the typical rundown that I'm gonna do from now on. I highly recommend, ladies, that you learn how to sew, even if it's something super simple. Part your hair in the back where you can still feel the cap in your braids, so like right back here, and then take a needle and thread and sew, and then tie it off. That way that if anybody comes tugging, your wig won't come off. I don't think I need to show you guys this, but like when it comes to removal, just take a damp towel, run it under some water, squeeze it out, and then pat it onto your closure specifically, and then it'll slide right off. But if you're patting it and it's not lifting up, keep applying the damp towel to your closure until it literally slides right off. What I personally do, you can do this too, you can put Jamaican black castor oil on your braids, and then you can put, excuse me, I'm sorry, then you can put a silk bonnet on and you can go to sleep. And then the next day, you put your wig cap on, your velvet wig, what did I say that was? A wig grip? Your velvet wig grip on, and then you put your wig on just like this, spray a little bit of Got2B. Notice the spray isn't really on my hairline. The spray is like on my forehead, so my wig is really tacked down, but that's because I just have a really big forehead. Got a lot of space to work with up here. If you have a side part, the same thing applies. Just make sure you spray where your closure is going to lay, tack it down, press it down a little bit, use the back of the little edge brush comb thing, and you're good to go. So hopefully you guys liked this installation video. Again, if you want to see like plucking, customizing, baby hairs, all that stuff, Hair by Erica is really your girl. I came and I did what I had to do. So until next time, stay beautiful. I love you guys. Bye.